top university just got shut down by a court. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover why a judge stopped a major hiring process and what this means for every Kenyan seeking a fair chance. Meet Professor Duk Omondi Rata, an academic with a stellar record. He applied for a top job at the University of Nairobi. He came in second, but here's the twist. The person who came first said no. And instead of giving the job to the next qualified candidate, the university decided to start the whole process over from scratch. Professor Orata's life and career were put on hold. For him, this wasn't just about a job. It was about principle. Justice Joram Abu Oda of the Employment and Labor Relations Court just dropped a bombshell. The judge issued orders halting all activities related to the fresh recruitment for the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs. That means no more advertising, no shortlisting, no interviews, and no appointment. Everything is frozen. The court certified Professor Orata's petition as urgent. But here's what nobody's talking about. This fight has been brewing for months. The initial recruitment process was already concluded. A valid merit list existed. Professor Orata was ranked number 2. The selected candidate, Professor Bitan Jayandemo, declined the appointment. So, what did the University Council and the Public Service Commission undo? They decided to scrap everything and re-advertise the position in December 2025. Professor Orata argues this move was unlawful, irrational, and procedurally improper. He says the termination of the prior recruitment was wrong. And then, something shocking happened. The court agreed. Justice Abuada granted leave for judicial review and put an immediate stay on the entire process. The hearing is set for a critical date, January 19, 2026. The court also gave key officials just 14 days to respond. The Education Migos Ogamba, the UoN board chairman, and the Public Service Commission board now have to answer for their actions. Here's the part that will blow your mind. This isn't an isolated case. The orders mirror a growing trend in Kenya where courts are stepping in to ensure public institutions follow the law. In a related matter, another judge, Justice Agnes Enzai, also issued similar orders against the University of Nairobi. This is a seismic shift. But here's the twist. While this is a victory for procedural fairness, it leaves a major leadership vacuum at one of Kenya's most important universities. The position of Deputy Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs remains empty. The implications are huge. Some say this is justice in action, ensuring no one is unfairly sidelined. Others worry about institutional paralysis, where every administrative decision gets tied up in court. The controversy is clear. If a concluded process with a valid list can be thrown out, what does that say about stability in our public institutions? But if the process was flawed from the start, shouldn't it be restarted? The court will have the final say. But one question remains unanswered. In the fight for perfect procedure, who pays the price for delayed leadership? Do you think the court was right to stop the hiring, or should the university have been allowed to restart its search? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that impacts you.